Well, since I got the camera out tonight, I figured I'll make another video. And man, I kind of realized that a lot of people hate John Cena, including myself. And I could say the reason that I hate John Cena per se is because of the fact that let me clear my throat for this one. I was like, I hate John Cena because I'm an adult. And I remember a couple promos back when CM Punk was talking about ass kissers. John Cena is like the biggest ass kisser I have ever seen in my life. Like, he's too much of a goody two shoes. He's worse than Hogan. Fuck. And I didn't even like Hogan. Because to me, I care about in-ring ability as much as charisma. And, especially, guys like The Rock, he had charisma, but he wasn't like a great in-ring technician. But at the same time, he was entertaining in the ring. And, that's acceptable by me. John Cena's not, he's not entertaining in the ring because John Cena been wrestling for all of these years. And he has not done anything to improve his in-ring abilities. And John Cena got enough pull to be able to say WWE. I want to have more entertaining matches, and I want to add more moves to my move sets, and I need to train a little bit more so I could be fresh and crisper with my moves. And if I see another 5-knuckle shuffle where his hand clearly hits the mat and not the opponent's head, I am going to go fucking nuts. I am tired of John Cena blotching moves. You've been wrestling for what, 8 years now? 8, 9 years? Dude, you a 13-time world champion. You should be the best of the best inside the ring and outside the ring on a microphone. This just makes me sick. And this guy continues to be the face of the company. And WWE is so afraid to give anybody else a push or a chance to become a face of the company too. You can have more than one face of the company. It's kind of like John Cena. I know he's lonely at the top. Even though Randy Orton is the face of SmackDown, he's not the face of the company the way John Cena is. And another thing, I want to talk about CM Punk. At Night of Champions tonight, I really love the t-shirt. First of all, because I was fat, and I ate the ice cream bars from WWE when I was little, and the ice cream bar with CM Punk face on it tonight, man, I was like, I marked out for that shirt. I like that shirt, and I would like to get that shirt when it's available. And I think CM Punk is going to be up there with John Cena as far as t-shirt sales, because he do come out with some very interesting and nicely designed t-shirts. And I want to talk about guys that need to be pushed. I was like, I think Zack Ryder needs to be pushed, but I don't think he needs to be pushed in the main event. I think he should definitely be holding the mid-card title and having real mid-card feuds with some of the other mid-carders, to see if he can be able to run with the ball when he get a main event opportunity. That's what I used to like about the mid-card titles, because, the mid-card titles used to be a test run to see if those guys can be able to carry on feuds and carry out storylines, as a dry run for the main event. And, obviously we saw Triple H and The Rock during the Attitude Era prevailed to greatness from that mid-card start. And I'm going to talk about, I was like, Zack Ryder need to push. Daniel Bryan need to push too. He need to stop taking them losses. He needs some wins. Daniel Bryan. He's one of the best technical wrestlers of this generation of new wrestlers, and he needs to be treated like one. Daniel Bryan is a star. He's got everything that he needs to be propelled to the top. WWE needs to start looking at that. Because you don't want another CM Punk situation to happen where, it's close to ending of his contract, and then you finally realize how much of an asset he truly is. So, you need to start appreciating these young guys and giving them opportunities to run with the ball, because they're the future of the company. John Cena already had a neck injury, pectoral injury. He constantly banged up, and he continued to perform. Trust me, at the time, his body is going to start to fall apart on him as he get older. So you need to start putting guys in position to be able to replace him, because you never know what event John Cena can seriously get injured, and you got all your chips in one basket. If that basket flip over, bam, you still hungry, no chips. Hopefully you get that. But WWE need to start pushing other superstars, and they got a lot of potential in the rosters. They need to start looking into it and start developing these guys and creating storylines and put a lot of pressure on the shoulders of their creative staff, because they not writing great storylines right now. Because they focus on the main event and they focus on the main event superstars storylines. They need to create better storylines for the women division. They need to create better storylines for the tag division, and they need to create better storylines, for the mid card division and for the superstars that's not holding mid card titles or lesser than the WWE or the World Heavyweight Championship. And another thing, I feel like to bring prestige back to the titles, having the announcers talk about all of the great superstars and Hall of Famers that held the titles before them is not really going to make the title seem more prestigious. Actually creating storylines and feuds over the title. You have to have guys that come into WWE and say, hey, I want the United States Championship, I want the Intercontinental Championship, and I'm going to be the best Intercontinental Champion, I'm going to be the best U.S. Championship. Actually have that guy defend the title, have that guy be proud to hold the title. You need to make that title seem important. And to make it seem important, you have to put a lot of attention and storylines and feuds and effort into building that championship back up to the prestige that it once held. And pretty much that's my opinion on John Cena and my opinion on WWE superstars. I talked a little bit about CM Punk. I talked about Zack Ryder. It's a lot of potential on the roster. I can't make a video long enough to get into all of those guys. Maybe I can if I get some subscribers or some views or some comments and people interested in hearing more from me. Then pretty much I could be able to make videos talking more in depth on those situations. And with my videos, I know I kind of like I kind of stutter through sometimes and everything like that, but I do my videos off the fly. I don't sit down and write down and orchestrate and put together my videos before I do them. I just do them off the fly when I feel like doing them. And I want to know how you feel about it. I want to know how you feel about the current WWE programming. And I want to know your opinions too. And I want to know if there's some people out there that feel the same way I feel. If you do, holla at me.